Hello there, this is Malik and welcome to episode 17 of Tactical Breach Wizards. I decided to have a little look at the outfits that we have here, and Dahl has like, I was gonna get the WizTac, because WizTac across the board, everyone would have WizTac. It's still too pink, you know? So Gilded, I thought, was, you know, it's a little bit, you know, it's almost a bit too much goldiness there, or sort of bronziness, whatever you want to call it. But I thought that would just be sort of a little bit more subtle than the obnoxious pink of the WizTac that she has. So yeah, Gilded, it was a little bit more toned down, you know, than the pink. Like, I don't mind pink, but it's not very tactical. You know what I'm saying? It's not very tactical. Chapel of the Closed Fist. Last week. Oh, so back time traveling. Ah, so this is the recording. Okay. With the greatest respect, Chaplain, I think this is gross overreaction. The insurgency will blow over. It always does. And if we commit to war with Medil now, we can't play that card for another 5 years. It's not about the rabble-rousers, Felgo. It's about the mana. My singers in Liboli have seen the test firsthand. The damn stuff is militarized now. It's not a theory, it's working. And the world supply sits beneath a country that is rightfully ours. Perrin is right. We cannot let faithless nations build armies of casters while we sit handcuffed to our principles. We're not considering using it ourselves, I trust. The Pantheon's edicts have been very clear. I'll tell you what the Pantheon says when I've damn well written it. I won't be chaplain. I won't be the chaplain who let Kalan's last chance at supremacy slip through our fingers. We move on, Medil. I'll announce on Friday's sermon. Okay. Holy shit. Was that as bad as it sounds? No, that's the wrong one. Is that as bad as it sounds? So much worse than we dared hope. We wanted something with a kick. We got nitroglycerin. The Medil stuff's what we wanted. I never dreamed he'd just openly admit that they lie about the Pantheon. Am I going to derail things if I ask for a primer on the Pantheon? You know we honour our dead right here, right? Well, more than honour, you'd call it worship. The chapel claim their high priests can hear them all, speaking as one. That's the Pantheon. There's a history to the real thing. But the chapel's version is just a free pass to claim anyone we've ever loved is asking us to do what they want. And now we have the head of the church and state outright admitting they made it up. This is fucking checkmate. God, I hope Hesius saw this before he was blown. I'd kill to go down knowing I got the bastards this good. Should get some moderates fired up. Probably not. Seriously? Now we hit the other brick wall we've been fighting. We can leak this on the free net tonight, but only tax-heavy kids with jailbroken phones will see it. They're already with us. Chapel controlling the legal internet and every TV station, everywhere your centrist dad gets his information. I can't get through the chapel's base until we break down that wall. This is a megaton we drop when we do. Surely it'll make waves outside of Kalan. It might make the news, but what good does that do us? What information is there? Your countries already know the chapel is a surveillance state dictatorship with a mandatory religion enforced by police brutality, and hasn't moved any of them to action in the last 20 years. The DSR did impose sanctions, and the people of Kalan thank you for cutting us off. The chapel didn't want foreign goods reaching us anyway. Just a means the only tech we have access to is made by the institution we're fighting. Well, fair point, I'll shut up. I'm not trying to shut you down, I'm just tired. I'm tired of being told we have the world's moral support by nations that won't commit a single dollar of actual support. We're not even asking for troops. Shipment of free-net phones would have turned the tide at Chalice Square 5 years ago. Is there a plan to get this out? I've heard rumours. That there's a strike ready to go, just waiting on a payload worth the blood price. Could be bullshit though. I'm just a soldier. They didn't tell me what I'm hitting next until it's time to hit it. I might spill it to foreigners like you. A slight smile? What's going on? She smiled. How do we see past the gas? You know what? Probably best not to ask. Sounds like a tomorrow problem. Yeah, I don't want to spend tonight talking politics. Wins this big don't come round too often in a fight like ours. There's an old military tradition from the 1600s. If your victory spared more blood than it cost, you drink the difference in claret. We drink the blood of the dead? No, it's the blood of the living, right? She gets it. I can't speak to the symbolism, but the blood math checks out. Come on, we've got 3 cases of 1975 we liberated from a minister's cellar, and he'd would fucking explode to know that foreigners and faith traitors were the ones who got to drink it. Yeah, I like her. She's really brute to the point, you know? Look at that, you see? All of our outfits are not matching, but, you know, they're toned. They've got their little highlights of colour here and there, but they're not bright fucking fuchsia. Anyway, to the friends who joined the Pantheon today, we carry their voices and their voices carry us, and to the many who didn't, thanks to the foreigners with their dirty tricks and ridiculous hats. Thanks, I guess. Let's start getting the Callan situation on here. Okay, so what are we looking at? Do we have we've got to have Dahl in here somewhere, yeah? So the chapel's about to invade. I mean, Medil, I suppose. Okay. There's Dahl. Sheltered us at Rebel hideout, I suppose. Oh god. And how this recording fits in. Let's put Dahl in here, because she's part of the team now. The recording revealed motives of, I mean, the chapel's about to involve revealed motives of the chapel. Must be broadcast at come on, move. Must be broadcast there, I guess. Made at a military command, I suppose. Liv's goal there. 1 connection left to be made. Obtained. I guess the recording? Which all adds up to motive for invasion. Not there. Ah, the manor has military use for mana. I still don't fully realize what good is this. It does suggest that Liv is not trying to start a war as such, but trying to prevent one. Liv destroyed the manor. If she's found out that there's a military use for the manor, then by destroying it, well, I mean, it sounds like the manor can be used somehow to maybe turn non-casters into casters. That's what the recording suggested. So either she doesn't want more casters for selfish reasons, or she doesn't want casters for some purpose we don't know, or she just doesn't want there to be, I don't know. I mean, an all-out war with brand new casters that barely use their abilities. See, at the moment, mana can just temporarily give you some random abilities. I'm not sure how persistent it is between uses. You know, maybe it's a new ability each time or the same one each time. Who knows? But it's a temporary thing. It's a fun gimmick. I'm guessing it lasts for minimal amounts of time, and it's probably different each time, perhaps. And therefore, you know, a soldier couldn't even take some just before just jumping in a bunker and attacking, because they still don't know what they're going to get, perhaps. Right. Let's have a little read of the... From the mines in South Meadow. The rarest ingredient in synthetic manner is beryllium calcite, and most of the world's supply comes from the mines in Southern Meadow. It's been a valuable resource in the energy industry for decades, but now there's whispers of reactor finding a military use for synthetic mana. Global powers like the Chapel are taking an even keener interest in controlling it. The rarest ingredient, blah 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 blah. The DSL's always been shady about what they were mining it for, but now there's whispers of a reactor finding a military use for it. It's becoming pretty obvious. The Chapel. I like Dahl's input on this. The Chapel is both church and state in Kalan. It started harmlessly enough. No, the Chapel engaged in ethnic cleansing as early as the 50s. Stricter interpretation of Chorism, which has always been Kalan's primary religion, but since most of Kalan's secular groups split off to form Medal in the 70s, the literal fascists have gained tighter and tighter control over Kalanese lives and freedoms. No. Kulandi was the national faith before 1720. That's where Kalan comes from. This is why I asked you to write this one. I like just the colour of things. It's great. Fine. All you need to know is what we're fighting for. The right to elect our own leaders, the right to worship any or no religion, a publicly accountable justice system, the release of all surviving persons incarcerated without trial. All four are classified as heresy. Yeah. Yeah. Dahl wants some decent stuff. Like, these four things seem reasonable to me. You know? That's not a big ask. But yeah, the Chapel seem to be, well, literal fascists. I think Dahl's quite accurate in, yeah. So down with fascists? Still don't 100% sure if Liv's on the right side or not. Destroying the manor... But if she's working... for, you know, the reactor, there we go, jeez. She's working for reactor. Why would she be destroying a substance that reactor literally has a military use for? Is it that they've already got enough to do what they want and they just want to destroy a supply that other people might have a use for? Is she working against them secretly? And what's reactors playing all this? If we're not even sure whether Liv's on their side anymore, then what do they want it for? Is it just a simple, we want to make super soldiers? So many questions. So many unanswered questions. Oh, we can put us here. That actually works quite well. There we go, look at that. Okay. Right. Let's read about... Apparently we don't have Dessa's write-up. I walked in on Banks right after she shot the mobster I was tracking, Jiren Wexler. According to a file, she used to be a surgeon at Rushwater General, but dropped off the grid about a year ago and is now a mob doc for Druid Mafia. Now Liv Kennedy has abducted her, etc, etc. Well, we already kind of should have read that, but apparently didn't. Oh, what does it say about her? Likes. Trucks, dogs, wine, welding, brutally strong cheese. I mean, dogs are alright, more of a cat person. Welding, never really done it, but seems like a cool thing to be able to do. Brutally strong cheese and wine? Fuck yes. Dislikes. I've dedicated my life to gutting the regime that's choking my country. You're really asking me what I dislike. Yeah, that's fair. I'll put olives. Fuck olives. They're like if salt could vomit. I mean, I used to think that. I actually quite like olives. I'll eat them on their own. Pitted. You don't mess with olives that have still got the pits in them. Fuck that. But yeah, you know, cut them up, put them on a pizza. I actually really like olives on a pizza. It's great. Just adds anyway, point is, hobbies. Sometimes I break into the Parkside vehicle depot and jam defective tear gas grenades inside their condensers. So next time they roll out to chase us, they'll choke on their own fucking smoke. Used to play hockey. I mean, hockey I can actually believe. Hockey can be brutal. Dahl's an icon of the Kalani resistance. Every DSR news piece on it still uses that photo of her smashing into the... What photo? Show me! The wall of riot priests at Chalice Square. We always assumed she was one of them who defected, but apparently she never was. She stole the armor from one she killed because she's a fucking hardcore. Oh, so basically So she's not actually a riot priest as such. Interesting. We always assumed she was one of the one who defected, but apparently she never was. She stole the armor from one she killed because she's fucking hardcore. So she never was a riot priest then. So who the fuck is she, other than someone who likes welding and trucks? I mean, she used to... I still fix cars. Now she fixes and customizes her own armor. I mean, that's badass. The recording. A resistance agent managed to record the first chaplain telling his advisors they're only invading Meadow to secure its mana mines. Mana mine, mana mine, mana mine. Man of mine. Man of mines. Anyway. And that they've been lying about communing with the dead to justify it. If enough people see this, it could make an actual difference to the chapel's stranglehold on Clan. It could, if people believe it and feel like they've got any kind of say or input to be able to fight the power. Rebel Hideout, let's have a little read. We didn't realise how urgently we need a safe house when we got to Kalan, so thank God Dahl took us in. We're in some disused maintenance tunnels beneath the old city, sort of many hideouts the Resistance used to plan ops against the chapel. Chapel of the Closed Fist. Apparently the chapel's key institutions are each modelled after a core value they preach. The Closed Fist is about showing no mercy to the faithless, and this is where they plan their military ops. The Resistance got agent inside and recorded the first chaplain being way too honest about their reasons for invading Meadow. And then the Chapel of the Civil Tongue, all state-authorized media in Kalan is controlled from this huge tech hub, from TV channels to the state-sanctioned internet. If you want to get something in front of the average Kalani family, it has to come from here. Oh boy. Oh, hey, we got another one. Look, let's read about Meadow. Meadow declared independence from Kalan in the Skeptic Revolt of 1970. Since then, it's suffered repeated invasions from foreign powers looking to secure its natural resources, including the world's primary supply of the mineral used to make synthetic mana. These days, the DSR occupies Meadow with a force almost entirely composed of contracted reactor troops, but now Reactor have gone rogue. Dahl, please fact check. The Kalan stuff is close enough, ask a Medillion about the rest. Chapel leaders have often claimed Meadow still rightfully belongs to Kalan, but this is the first time since the revolution that it's come out. Well, so the fact that Reactor are in control of Meadow, they could instantly turn rogue against the DSR. All the mana that the DSR had previously seized and had seemingly stockpiled is gone, or at least it's large amounts of it have gone. We probably haven't heard the whole story of that. So it's beginning to look more and more like Reactor are dickheads, and that Liv is still working for them, because unless she's trying to burn the mana in Meadow, you know. But we still don't know about this sickness. I still think radiation. Like nuclear radiation. Or maybe there's like something similar in the mines. Maybe if you go deep into the mines. Or maybe she's... I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know. The next day. Holy shit, that was quick. Just got word from command. We're hitting the Chapel of the Civil Tongue tonight. It's the broadcast center all the state TV channels go out from, and it's our only way of getting the truth about the invasion out to the people who actually need to hear it. What changed? They've got a new team they think can penetrate their heavy security there, so I hope you guys can play nice with others. What's our job? We're the distraction. Oh, come on. Hey, they like your strategy. You said the distraction should make them sweat. Did I mention Zan's actually very stupid and gives garbage advice? Take it as a compliment. After the closed fist hit, the Chapel are so scared of the four of us that we qualify as the brute force contingent. The other team are the precision instruments. Weird, I still don't feel complimented. You get used to it. Come on, we're going to rendezvous at the site, on site. Rendezvous with the strike team. You have got to be fucking kidding. I mean, this is interesting. Hey, Zan. You met? These are the fucking guys. These are literally the fucking guys we're here to stop. Well, you can kill each other after. We're in the lion's jaws now. We stay focused or we're tombed. You don't understand who these people are. You've hired the devil to fight a church full of demons. Sounds like the right tool for the job. Yeah, much as I'm with you on this, Zan, you did make it sound super fucking cool. Even if it was my call, we don't change plans mid-mission. The teams stand. This is doomed. Don't shit your robes, Zan. I'll lend you some reactor guys to save you when you choke. Okay. Please don't trust them with anything important. They're sending the broadcast. Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't know what your angle is here, Liv. But if you screw with this up, I will end you. The only time you've ever been a threat to me, Zan, was the last time you had my back. Wow. I mean, fair. You're up against the big boys now, Kellen. Your little sparks aren't gonna cut it. Let's see how it goes for the traffic cone who already lost to me twice. I don't know what voice to give him. I like his flowers though, and he's obviously some sort of werewolf type dude. He's even got a dog collar on already. And is that a stick? Does he throw it and then catch it himself in his mouth mid-transformation or something? I don't even know. Next time you undo my kills, Doc, we're gonna find out if you can res yourself. Next time you try smack talk, we'll find out if you can fuck yourself. Don't be working together. I just wish you good luck. I've got a regime's worth of enemies. I'll take all the friends I can get. Yay! Friendship is magic. Cool. Now the rest of us look like assholes. I mean, so are they actually in? Are they actually going to want the broadcast sent? I suppose in many ways it makes sense, because if the Chapel want to invade Medal is being secured by DSR. If DSR want to, not DSR, by Reactor. And if Reactor are going to turn on DSR, take Medal for themselves, and they've burnt all the mana, they don't want Chapel invading. So, in a weird roundabout way, we are actually currently on the same team. So I actually, unless there's some weird-ass other thing I don't know, they probably are genuinely wanting to get this broadcast out. Fuck's sake. Well, this is gonna be fun. We're all fucked. But the fuckage, we'll have to wait until next episode. I can't believe I've spent like 25 minutes not playing the game. Like, obviously I've been playing the game. It's not like I've been staring at a screen for doing nothing. But we've not actually had any tactical combat at all. And we're basically at 25 minutes now, more or less. 30 seconds off. I'm just going to stop right now. And then you have to wait until next episode to actually have some combat. Lol. Although I have been talking endlessly while staring at the map. I don't know. I'm getting into the plot of this, you know? So I guess that's that. So until next time, guys. Cheerio.